Spare bikes are there in the pit lane and no sign of Lucas, so maybe he hasn't actually made it back from that incident. But there is the 54 of Vedaegapratama, yesterday's winner. He was our first Indonesian winner, in fact. That he's a Hakim Danish, our points leader. He ended up back in 13th place after, you know, he had a run of 5 in race 2 in Aragon and then dropped to 13. But of course he still has a handsome lead in the championship, but it has been cut.
Let's have a rundown of the grid then. One more time here in Mugello. Uriarte from Pratama and Daniel. Thompson leads row 2 from Danish and Gonzalez. Row 3's Carpushin, Mitani and Mounsey. Row 4, Ramastor, Tinez, Morelli. Then we have Fernandez, Agostinelli and Pugliese, who managed to finish on the Cruton there on row 6, though missing Brown. Plonk
Qualifying. So in theory, some of them at least can go quicker. Let's see. We're ready for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 2 here at Mugello. The lights are out and away we go. Who makes a good start? Christian Daniel Jr. is tucked in behind Brian Uriarte, but it is the 51 of Brian Uriarte that leads the American. They head down to the first corner. Who's going to be brave on the brakes? Up the inside. No, it's Brian Uriarte who has it covered and sweeps through the first.
Asian rider. Them two have history back from Jerez, the first round of the year. You've got Gonzalez in 5th as well, Peter.
Yes, and
I do wonder what kind of race we're about to see. Will the riders have looked at what happened yesterday and thought, I can't have that kind of mess out of 2. And that's where he makes his move, or tries it. Very close childhood friends. They've grown up racing each other all along, and as they're getting all involved, Pratama who goes through into the lead.
And this, yeah, using every inch.
One of the circuit yesterday where Carpushin's race came undone. Yeah, he was actually nerfed wide by Marco Morelli yesterday. That's why Morelli, the Argentinian, got his long lap penalty, but all cleanly through today. Look at the number 7, Benyat Fernandez, already up into the podium positions.
And Benyat Fernandez, of course, he's already had a win in race 2 at Le Mans, so it's been a bit disappointing the last couple of races, obviously trying to put that right. Vedaegapratama, the 54. Brian Uriarte on the 51, and up the inside is the 50 of Carter Thompson, the Australian.
And look at the 13 of Hakim Danish as well, the series leader. As
everybody, you know, there's only 3 seconds covering the whole grid at the moment, so 51 it is.
300 championship last weekend. Fernandez and Thompson taking a win apiece. Really good stuff, carrying by the Thai rider.
Absolutely, you can see how close the whole grid still is.
Down the straight they come then, weaving from one side of the track to the left, and trying to keep it fairly sensible as Thompson and Singapore both switch the inside line nearly on the grass as they now come across the Tricolore. They're going to Donato, who is going to be the last of the late breakers. You've got the number 4 of Sullivan Mounsey in there too, Zemitani the 34, but no, it looks to be Hakim Danish who's got the inside line. Mounsey there.
50 of Carter Thompson, the Australian, who has the slightest advantage.
I think it was Morelli who went really wide at turn 1, Peter. Now
he's brilliant one weekend and just doesn't have it all together the next, but it still is kind of absolutely superb, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. So Carter Thompson 51-50 has the advantage, but it just changes with every corner.
Yeah, it's no one's really got the pace as before. It's a high 2:02 the last time around. They are going to get quicker. Your previous winner so far this season.
And the 34 of Zemitani's in really strong there in 2nd place. The 85 of Mike Yu, Kietso Singapore, the Thai rider. Out, look at that, it's about 10 of them! 10 of them side by side as they go over the hill.
Danish who's going to come into first up. It's starting to Uriarte then. So the slip. And you got Carter Thompson and Singapore just behind him.
And just as we had yesterday, no race, Willem Planck down in 15th place.
Yeah, just cruel, isn't it? The whole Brian Uriarte, a couple riders going on the green there as Uriarte just sweeps across to try and protect his line. As behind them actually catch up to them by the time we reach turn 1. Or is Uriarte going to try and pull the pin? Let's look at their lap times. A 2:02 flat from Uriarte. That, and then you 1.7, but he's down in 19th place, Peter.
Yeah, and the advantage has disappeared, hasn't it? Because, you know...
Sector again, perhaps. They can start to try and make a break.
Right, so that 70. Christian Daniel Jr., the American 16-year-old in 2nd place. Brian Uriarte in 3rd, and looking right back there.
What has he got in his pocket? He's got Hakim Danish just ahead of him on the track, the Malaysian, our series leader by 23 points.
4 abreast. Marquez, and it's Brian Ariati who has the advantage. And yet Fernandez
and Mike Hugh round the outside as well as they come down over the crest towards San Donato. It's going to be the tie rider leading them into San Donato. How late can he break, though? He does lead them through, but he's off place now, Peter. That's just the nature of where we're at the moment with these, with the slipstreaming down the start and finish straight.
And you saw that red tape lying really quickly, but it has split up now. It is only like 20 riders in the first group.
And T-Bot and down to start and finish straight.
Superb, a Brit in front at Rookies Cup, and we haven't said that for a while, but it is the 4 of Sullivan Mounsey, the 18-year-old Englishman who, but side by side, he's already lost it, I think. He could end up, let's see how he ends up into the first corner. It's Brian Ariati on 51, but then Zen Mitani
getting squeezed. Close led over the line, but he still maintains that third position now.
Yeah, and he's not happy to sit there. He's having a look as at the end.
Who went over the curbs last time around, because he's quite comfortable with it moving around underneath him, although that was a bit much. You got Yaroslavka pushing behind yesterday's race winner, Vedaegapratama. This is what happened all into turn 1. Look at it, just get a bit. I mean, it was Pratama who just dove up the inside of everybody.
That's tight, isn't it?
That is very tight. Still managed to get it turned. I think he used Christian Daniel as a bit of a berm. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
hit his elbow.
Bit of rubber on leg, rubber on leg,
wow.
Definitely there. The old Alpine Stars getting a bit. It's still the 4 of Sullivan Mounsey out front. Absolutely brilliant stuff. He has the slightest advantage over the 30.
Is Mitani, just goes across the green. Benyat Fernandez in 4th, so they come across the line neck and neck. The American and the Brit. It's the Anglo Alliance leading the way in Rookies Cup.
And it's 230 kilometres an hour, 143 miles an hour in 6th gear here before they change down hard on the brakes. It's Brian Ariati who picks up the lead, back to 1st or 2nd gear, depending on...
Hakim Danish there as well, still lurking, the series leader. You cannot count him out whatsoever. Been so good this year. Yesterday was the first time he was off a Rookies Cup podium all year long.
Time, I think, actually, as we go through lap 7. I think I'd seen red helmets up there.
Will surely ruin their race. We'll see who plummets down the timing screens from that one. But yeah, a rider has gone off at Aaron down, unfortunately. A real shame for him.
Right, so it is the 7 of Benyat Fernandez, and he's obviously okay. The advantage. There's the 34 of Zen Mitani back in the group there. But around the outside, it's Vedaegapratama, yesterday's winner, who takes not 8 abreast this time.
There you go, once again, Peter, the fastest rider of the race is Morelli in 18th, though. He's at the back of this group, but you could be as fast as Mike Hugh goes onto the gravel there. Well, Morelli will certainly make a pass there because he goes up the inside of him. He's alongside David Gonzalez, now yesterday's 2nd place finisher. As we look back towards the front, Danish overtakes Mounsey, another rider who is leading the way, but not for long as Benyat Fernandez tries to go up the inside, fails that time around.
And you saw there the 13 of Hakim Danish. He's in the hunt. If Ariati can do it, he's a little bit further ahead of the 70 of Christian Daniel Jr. He could hold the advantage, and he's very good at the end of the straight here, but they're picking up the slipstream. They're going to catch him. They've caught him already. Ware going into the corner. He's got back to 3rd, 4th place. Up the inside is Benyat Fernandez.
Oh, he pushes Donato then, but for how long will Benyat Fernandez get him on the cutback? He does!
Side
squeeze
by
him
side.
out. Look at that.
Ooh.
Brilliant. But Sully gets it back straight again. Oh, Sully, have some of that. Oh, good stuff we've seen from both of them.
And as I said, you know, Carlos Lovato, the Venezuelan X250 world champion, is
the straight we come. It's Christian Daniel, Tinez, Hakim Danish, Sullivan Mounsey, Benyat Fernandez, and then just behind as they go across the grass and everything as well. It was Ramadipra I was looking at, the number 32, the other Indonesian rider that we have in the class. It's going to be Christian Daniel who leads him towards turn 1, but Tinez goes
of the rest of the season, because this is incredible stuff. Right, it's Christian Daniel Jr. who doesn't last for more than a corner or 2.
Morelli's managed to make some progress now. He's up into 10th position as the Argentinian, consistently sort of the rider that seems to have the most pace.
Finished, there'll be just 2 laps remaining when they cross the stripe this time.
but it could be that time again, Peter. Pratama pulls the pin. Will he make it 2 of 2 here in Mugello? He's decided the time is now. He's got the pace, getting out the way of all this chaos as Mounsey switches to the inside then. I thought his airbag had gone off in that collision with Bagnaia Fernandez, but it's Uriarte going into the lead. Wow!
He is so good, isn't he, off the end of the track? But that's the
place at the moment. Keep your eye on the 13, the series leader. He needs to be so clever in these final laps. He can't afford to keep losing big points to Uriarte.
Sullivan Mounsey.
This is the best we've seen from Sullivan Mounsey by far. It's a cracking performance, whatever happens here on in. And he's got Bagnaia Fernandez for company as well, who goes up into the lead through Arabic.
Mounsey, I wonder if they've lost the British national anthem. It's a while since we've heard that in Rookies Cup. Right up the inside comes
Morelli!
Where did he?
You need to see from him. He's going to lead them over the line for the final lap. Peter, here we go. 95 from 4 from 7 and 32 in Ramadipa.
And it is the Argentine, but he's got swallowed up now. It's Bagnaia Fernandez. The 7 is there, but so is Zenmatani.
And 51, Uriarte. He is inevitable. He's him and Pratama going into 3rd now. So the 1, 2 and 3 previously in the series, 1, 2, 3 in the race.
That's right, and these guys have got to sort it out between the 3 of them. But look at that pack. It is still like 18 guys running for the win. It's Veda Semakin got his head down. He's got away. Bagnaia Fernandez is in 2nd place, but Veda has stuck his head down to Hakim is going with him.
Morelli's ahead of
over the points leader.
Well, here they come into the 3rd and final, 3rd and 4th sectors then. This is it. We're going to be all about the run coming up. If you get a good run through here, you could well be leading out of the final corner victory. Who will it be?
And it is Veda Semakin. We know that he just wants to go fast. He's got his head down. At the inside comes Veda. And around the outside, Hakim Danish. Absolutely superb from the Malaysian. Absolutely brilliant. Veda Semakin will pick up a slipstream, but it isn't that easy to pass on the run to the line here. It's the 13 of Hakim Danish.
Who is
Surely it's going to be, and Veda Semakin pulls out. Is he going to pass him? Oh, it's a photo finish. A photo finish.
Who will it be? Was it Indonesia?
Danish. It's a photo finish for sure.
Was it Indonesia? Was it Malaysia? It says it's Pratama, but we don't know.
0.011.
But what we do know is Bagnaia Fernandez was 3rd.
And Uriarte 5th, Morelli 4th. Dear, dear, dear. Mounsey 10th. He doesn't deserve 10th, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Absolutely. So, but mind you, so did the rest of them.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
all of them.
What a race. What a race, Peter.
Tinez 12th. He should have been better. Mitani 13th.
Morelli 4th.
Goodness.
That was a cracking ride in the end there. Well done, Marco.
Well, so does Veda Semakin pick up a double there?
It looks...
He's superb.
And thank goodness we didn't have a, you know, it was fierce. There was some sweeping. Yeah. There was no ridiculousness at the line.
No. I mean, I kept my mouth shut after yesterday.
Yeah.
First Indonesian winner, and he's now made that a double. So they move up through the rankings actually of Cup winners. Join Malaysia on 2 victories, and I think that's joint 18th when you look at the Cup. And this, I think, is the run on the last lap, yes. And watch the number 13 from outside there, goes right the way around the outside, and he picks up an advantage of about 2 or 3 bike lengths lead. And you think, my goodness, has he got it there? But Veda is right on his tail already, picking up the slipstream very early on. And a slight weave, that's okay, or 1 weave is okay, and he just pulls alongside, and it looks,
wow, yeah, there you go.
But only just on the line, eh?
Oh, brilliant, look at that then.
And the number 7 is right there as well, isn't he? Just a couple.
Like, how many riders were at the line there? So 18 riders were in that leading group. To outfox them all is so impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there's always chance down to it. Some do absolutely crack it, but right now, Veda Semakin just won his 2nd Rookies Cup race. He's down with Dominica.
Veda, what an incredible race and performance. Tell us, how happy are you at the moment?
Yes, thank you very much. Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And yeah, I'm very happy because I can double winner this week. It's a perfect weekend for me because yeah, I don't know, I cannot say more. Just I'm really happy. And yesterday was so good, the race, and today also good. I'm really happy, and I just cut my mustache. It's more aero.
You had a bet, and when you win, you will shave your mustache.
Yesterday, and I shaved my mustache, and now
Looks good, so congratulations.
thank you. And I want to say thanks to my team, Astron Racing team. Thanks to all my sponsors. Thanks to my family, my father, my mother, my sister, my friend, and thanks to Pak Agung, thanks to Guillermo, thanks to Pak Anggono, all, and also especially all sponsor and especially Indonesian fans. Thank you so much for thank you for support me always. Thank you.
RBRC, he might end up in his back garden.
That's right, but it's a lovely little village, a very old town there with some little sort of castle in the middle of it, wonderful little cafes, absolutely brilliant.
Now for the second time, the Indonesian national anthem, everybody.